Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the tea that Tati spilled during her recent anti-haul video. I know you guys were probably expecting the Amanda Ensing video. It is coming, but new details, snaps, and statements seem to be surfacing daily, and I'd rather make one totally inclusive video than a series of videos just so that all information is together and you guys can then form your own opinions based on the entire story, if that makes sense. It's also easier than always having to refer you to my previous video for more information on a certain point, but the video is definitely coming. In the meantime, this issue popped up and it's actually perfect timing because within the last 3 days, I've received updated information with respect to Too Faced and their feud with Jeffree Star, so I figured I'll just include that update in this video rather than making two separate videos since the issues are related, so let's get into it. As I'm sure you all remember, back in April of this year, Jeffree Star called out Jerrod Blandino, the former owner of Too Faced Cosmetics. I say former owner because Too Faced was recently acquired by Estee Lauder. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of Jeffree's call out because I feel like we've been through this many times, but in case you don't know the background, of course I do have videos on the entire situation which I will link in the description box if you're interested. Obviously, I suggest watching those videos prior to this one so you're all caught up on the situation. Anyway, very briefly speaking, Jeffree called out Jerrod Blandino for 1. Shading Tarte Cosmetics when he posted this photo of their Unicorn Tears lipstick with the caption, "Unicorn Tears, the original that started a craze and still holds the #1 spot as the best-selling lipstick in all of Ulta. Copycats aren't unicorns, hashtag there aren't unicorns in the Amazon." This was direct shade toward Tarte Cosmetics as they are known for using Amazonian clay as an ingredient in a lot of their products, and they had just come out with a unicorn collection at the time of this post. Again, all the details including Jeffree's snaps with respect to this situation can be found in my videos linked below. Jeffree also called out Too Faced for allegedly underpaying NIKKIE Tutorials for the Power of Makeup collab she did with them in 2016. Too Faced allegedly sold 150,000 palettes at $56 each, which would be a total of $8.4 million in sales, but allegedly only paid NIKKIE $50,000. At the time, Too Faced Cosmetics remained tight-lipped on the situation. They did not issue a public statement, nor did they respond to Jeffree's claims, but 7 months later, I have another side for you to consider. My source is asked to remain anonymous, and I have of course agreed to respect their wishes, but I can guarantee that not only are they credible, but they have first-hand knowledge of the situation. By the way, you guys, I've seen a few comments from people saying, oh, you just go off hearsay and repeat what people tell you and call them a source. That is actually false. If you follow me for a while, you know that I don't just speak to any random person who pops in my DMs saying they have information. It's important for me on my end to do my due diligence when it comes to the sources I use, but you have to understand that some choose to remain anonymous in fear of putting their jobs on the line to speak to me, so I have to respect that. But I assure you that I do my best when it comes to verifying their credibility. Anyway, apparently the Jeffree and Too Faced issue goes way back to the Jeffree and Kat Von D drama. If you recall, back in June 2016, Jeffree posted his response to Kat Von D's video titled, "Dear Kat Von D, it's easier to tell the truth." In this video, he spoke about an experience he had at an event hosted by Too Faced as seen in this clip.
Here's where the story gets a little ugly. 2 weeks prior to this conversation, I was at an event hosted by Too Faced Cosmetics. That is a huge makeup brand that I've been a huge fan of since I started wearing makeup at the age of 12. They were one of the first brands I discovered in Sephora. I think the owner is amazing. I think they are so talented and their products are top notch. So, someone very high up at Too Faced, I am not going to name that person out of privacy and respect, but this person told me at the event some strange things. She said, hey, we're doing a collab with Kat right now. Our photo shoot was at 10 a.m. She didn't even show up until 2. She's very difficult to work with, and we're just kind of at a loss for words. And I was like, that doesn't sound like the friend that I know. That definitely does not sound like Kat, but I have not seen her in months and months. I have no idea what's going on in her head. I don't know what she's going through lately. So, she also tells me the worst thing I've ever heard. Kat told the owner of Too Faced, Jerrod, that I tried to steal an idea from her from the lab that we both use. I was like, I felt like someone had slapped me across my face. Someone that I had known for so long betraying me and lying about me, and she's never really done something like that before, or that I'm aware of. So this person told me this, I was devastated, and I wanted to, get all upset and text her right away, but I said, no, let me file this away. Let me take a deep breath. We haven't spoken in months, and I'm just going to file it away and keep quiet.
At the time of this video, Jeffree and Too Faced were on good terms. As you heard, Jeffree was very complimentary of Too Faced and Jerrod. However, the information contained in his response to Kat with respect to her showing up late to a photo shoot and being unprofessional was false. Now, I'm definitely not saying that no one told Jeffree this information because that's impossible to verify. Someone could have totally told him that and he just repeated what he was told, but the actual rumor itself of Kat showing up late to the shoot and that she was difficult to work with is false. Now, as Jeffree said in his video as well as in his Snapchat when he called out Too Faced for the shade against Tarte and for allegedly underpaying NIKKIE, he was a big fan of Too Faced products. However, after his response video to Kat, Too Faced stopped allowing him entry to their events. From what I was told, although Jeffree has never been formally invited to any parties or events hosted by Too Faced, he would allegedly just show up and they'd let him in. The first event he was denied entry to following his Kat response video was Coachella. Manny was allowed in and kikied with their people while Jeffree was turned away. Allegedly, Jeffree was very bitter about Kat rejecting him and not investing in his company at its early stages, which you can hear more about in his response video, which I'll link below. So that, together with him being rejected by Too Faced, allegedly fueled his very public call out of Jerrod and Too Faced with respect to NIKKIE. Now, obviously, I can't verify this information because contracts are supposed to be strictly confidential, but according to my source, there isn't a brand out there that pays more for a collab than Too Faced, and NIKKIE was paid very well for hers. Now, apparently when this all went down between Jeffree, NIKKIE, and Too Faced, Jerrod felt hurt and worried for NIKKIE in the beginning and allegedly kept saying that he wanted to reach out to her. But then when the number 50,000 surfaced, they knew NIKKIE really did say something to Jeffree because there is some significance to that number. Now, my source would not comment on the contract, obviously due to confidentiality agreements, but my opinion is that the $50,000 was not NIKKIE's payment for the collab. I'm guessing it was more of a signing bonus type thing, separate and apart from what she was paid for the collab itself, and that's where the number came from. Apparently, Jerrod was really hurt, one, that NIKKIE didn't speak out and shut down the rumors at the time, and two, that she either lied to Jeffree or told him something because, as I said, there is significance to that number. Now, NIKKIE could have lied to Jeffree, or Jeffree could have lied about what he was told by NIKKIE to get at Too Faced, but either way, Jerrod knew that NIKKIE spoke to Jeffree and he was hurt by that. He apparently really liked NIKKIE and influencers in general. All of this allegedly stemmed from Jeffree's incident with Kat and his jealousy about her collab with Too Faced, and then being rejected by Too Faced, that when Jerrod posted that photo to Instagram, he used it as an opportunity to get back at Too Faced. Whether that's true, I don't know. We've heard what Jeffree's had to say on the matter, and until now we haven't heard anything from the other side to consider. Also, with respect to Jerrod's IG post, I'm told Jerrod never said Too Faced created the first unicorn cosmetics. Tarte used their shade name Unicorn Tears, allegedly knowing that it was their #1 lipstick, and then ignored repeated cease and desists, so the post was apparently meant to be playful. As you can see here in this now deleted Instagram post, Tarte does make reference to their Unicorn Tears highlighter. However, Too Faced owns the trademark to Unicorn Tears. This brings us to Tati. Now, if you remember, also in April of this year and shortly after Jeffree called out Too Faced, shockingly, Tati Westbrook announced in her NIKKIE Tutorials and Ofra collab video that she would no longer be showing Too Faced products on her channel as seen in this clip.
The second thing that I want to throw out is a lot of people were really disappointed in that palette, and I totally understand. I really feel genuinely that there were 2 different factories that worked on that palette and that mine may have been better than a lot of other people's. I know that that collaboration, from what I've heard kind of through the grapevine, I did not hear this from NIKKIE, but I don't think it was the greatest collaboration. I think there were some shady things going on, and I myself have decided that I'm not putting Too Faced products on my channel anymore. I don't think the company has great ethics. I don't really care for the vibe and what they stand for, and I think their company actually is very two-faced, and I've never come on and said anything negative like that about a brand, but this is the first time that I'm doing it. You guys know I keep it real, and I'm never going to give you a false review, but I felt like that palette, for whatever reason, just put me in such a bad space. I was still really happy to support a fellow YouTuber that I respect and love, and I did enjoy the palette, but it was like a whole big thing. So I'm not gonna make like a rant video as to why I don't like the brand anymore, but there have just been too many things that have happened and too many experiences that I have personally had to feel like I want to support them anymore. So yeah, me and Too Faced were broken up. You won't see them on my channel anymore in the future.
At the time, Tati remained pretty vague on her reason for breaking up with Too Faced, other than there being too many things that have happened and too many personal experiences to want to continue to support the brand on her channel. Here we are 7 months later, and Tati has come forward with more information about her personal experience with Jerrod Blandino, as seen here.
I know you guys are all waiting for it. You're wanting to know if I'm going to purchase any Too Faced to review on my channel, because they have come out with, you know, some pretty cool looking stuff. But you guys know I've been very vocal. I have said that I am not supporting the brand here on my channel anymore. I do not like talking about drama on my channel. That's not what I'm about at all. But I think at this point, enough of you have asked, like, what happened with Too Faced? Why do you not want to support them? Is it because of Jeffree? Is it because of NIKKIE tutorials? It's neither. It actually boiled down to not even me not liking their makeup. Like, I actually like their brand. I think a lot of what they have is cute. But when I went to the Peach Party launch, this was about a year ago, I had a really poor experience one-on-one with Jerrod Blandino. It was very embarrassing, very humiliating. He treated me with disrespect. I just could not get that out of my head, that someone who runs Too Faced, this mega brand, would invite me to his party and I would show up and support and then be treated like that. It was just really gross. It left bad feelings in my stomach. I cried on the way home. Like, I was so just like, ugh. At that point, I was like, I can't deal with this. I don't support that. I have given the brand so much love. Like, I had loved on Too Faced so much on my channel. I'd done so many dedicated videos. And you know what? At some point, you have to just cut ties and be like, okay, there's lots of makeup out there for me to review. This did upset me. It made me feel bad. And because of that, I am choosing to not give my energy and my support to this company and to this person who made me feel horrible at an event that he invited me to.
I mean, I don't even know what to think of this personally. For someone like Tati to make such a bold statement, she must have really been insulted by Jerrod. I feel like because it's coming from someone like her who's non-problematic and drama-free, it really makes you wonder what happened and what was said to leave her crying in her car on the way home from the event. I get the impression from Tati that she's very non-confrontational, minds her business and runs her channel like a well-oiled machine, so I don't think this is a case of her being irrational. I honestly believe that she was genuinely hurt. Perhaps Jerrod was having an off day, who knows? But I definitely want to hear how you guys feel after hearing about Tati's experience, and does the fact that it's coming from her sway your opinion about Too Faced as a company? Also, let me know what you feel about the Too Faced and Jeffree update. Do you feel differently about Too Faced now that this information has become available from their camp, or does the Tati drama cancel everything out? Also, let me know if you'd like to receive updates on previous stories I've covered. I feel like if I receive an update, I should share it with you guys so that you can base your opinion off all the information available, but let me know your thoughts. That is it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. The next video is the Amanda video. Up until an hour ago, I was still receiving receipts on the matter, so I apologize for the delay, but hopefully it will be worth the wait. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at HereForTheT2, and I'll talk to you guys again soon in my next video. Bye!